What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over this last weekend's race. It was a 2-day race, so I'm going to combine it into one video because this Wednesday we leave for Ohio for division finals. So I'll be in Norwalk from Wednesday until Sunday, come home Monday. But yeah, so Saturday, Sunday race. This was my first race back in the El Camino since month and a half ago when I tore my knee up. This was the first weekend I felt comfortable pushing the brake pedal in the car because it's super stiff. So starting off with Saturday, first round I got paired up with a silver Impala. It was somebody who had never been to the track before, so I just wanted to make sure I went green and ran close to the number. I didn't need to try to push it super tight, just wanted to feel the guy out. I didn't need to break out or do something dumb, so went up for first round against him. So I was a little later on the tree than I wanted to be, but didn't really need to be killer on the tree. I still had a better reaction time than him, and when we got down to the end of the track, I wasn't catching him as fast as I thought I was going to, just because I was so far off my dial-in, but I just didn't want to be too close and break out, so I ended up passing him right before the finish line, pedaled it once or twice, and rolled on through, so went up for second round. So for second round, I got Chris Walker. He's number one in points, definitely not somebody I wanted to draw, but I figured if I ran good on the number and had a good reaction time, that it'd be all right. So I ended up being late on the tree. He cut a light like he always does, and I ran dead on the number. It just didn't matter because he had beat me on the tree that much. So not a whole lot I could do, but went and bought back and went up for third round. So for third round, I got this Blue Duster. Her and her husband raced there, and she's usually pretty good, so I knew I had to make a decent pass to be able to beat her.
a bit early. Andrew goes 8:31 on the 833 at 83 miles an hour, and he'll advance to the next round of racing.
So I ended up getting her on the tree a little bit. She left her nose out there, trying to make sure her nose was in front of mine and forced her to break out. We both broke out, but she broke out worse. So went up for fourth round, and I got the black vet. We've raced several times this year, and we're always really close. So I was late on the tree, ran dead on the number again, but he beat me on the tree, so he got me there at the finish line. There wasn't a whole lot I could do about it, but made it the fourth round. First day back in the car, felt pretty good. I had a couple reaction times that I wasn't too thrilled about, but being my first day back, I couldn't beat myself up too bad. So went home and showed back up Sunday for the second race. So second day I show up, first round I get a bike driven by Kyle. He usually runs Super Pro and a Nova, but last year he blew up his motor, decided he wanted to build something faster, so this year he hasn't been racing much, but we needed somebody to run the bike class at division finals, so he showed up on the bike just to get familiar with it so that he was good to go when we got to Ohio. So he ended up going red against me. I just went ahead and ran it all the way out just to get another time pass, basically. So went up for second round, and I got a Tesla, and he's usually pretty good. He's good on the tree. The car runs the same time every time because it doesn't take factors of error and all that. So he ended up getting me on the tree pretty bad. There wasn't a whole lot I could do about it. He caught up to me right at the finish line. Thought I was going to be able to hold him off, but just couldn't because he got me on the tree just that little bit. So Went up for third round, and got Kyle on the bike again.
I'm just saying I might be Jesus. I might. I'm not saying for sure. I'm just saying it's a possibility. I might be Jesus.
So Kyle went red again. I went ahead and ran it all the way out, and lo and behold, I had set my dial in 8.31, and I didn't lift the whole time, and I went 83100. So even if he had gone green, he would have had a hell of a time beating that. So I went up for fourth round, and I had Levi in the white wagon. He's usually pretty good. We haven't raced very many times this year. He isn't there every weekend, so he's not up there in points with the rest of us, but he's a very good driver. So we ended up being almost identical on the tree. He runs a faster time than I do, so I got the head start. So when he was trying to catch me, I was one above and forced him, when he passed me, to break out by 5 thousandths, I think it was. He was pretty close. At the finish line, it was very close. I didn't know who won until I looked up. But moved on for fourth round, went on to the final four and had to race Chad Isley. Now, I haven't raced Chad Isley since I started the YouTube channel, but last year he was number one in points for the year. Extremely good racer. You have to make almost a perfect pass to beat him every time, because he's going to make a almost perfect pass every time. So I went up against him. It wasn't somebody I wanted to draw, but it was the final four, so I had to beat him to get to the finals. So I ended up actually getting him on the tree a little bit. I cut a very good reaction time. He cut his normal reaction time that you don't have a whole lot of margin between what he cuts and what a red light is. So I ended up getting him on the tree just a little bit, got down track, and he caught up to me. And when he pedaled it, I thought he was holding numbers. I didn't think I was. I thought I was going to run dead on. So when he pedaled it, I thought, oh crap, I'm off dialing. So I held it on the floor. Problem is, as soon as he pedaled it, then he hit the brakes, and that forced me to go through. Turns out I was actually going to be running a little bit faster than I thought I was. So I broke out by 2. He stayed clean. Is what it is. Racing him, it's hard. He's been gone for pretty much most of the year with an injury. This was his first weekend back as well in the car, and he cleaned house. He won Saturday, and he ended up winning Sunday as well. So can't be too mad losing to him. He's definitely, in my eyes, one of the top racers that I've ever raced with as far as bracket racing goes. He's just deadly consistent, and he can drive almost anything. So it doesn't matter what car he's in. He's going to cut the light, and he's going to be pretty much on his dial in every pass. So pretty good weekend overall. I ended up making it down to the final 5 on Saturday and the final 4 on Sunday. So nothing to be ashamed of. Good momentum going into Ohio. This is Sunday. You guys will probably see the video on Monday, and then Wednesday I'm leaving to go to Norwalk, Ohio for division finals. So keep an eye out for that video. That's going to be the next one you guys see. There's going to be plenty of footage, and I'm going to make sure to try to get every bit of details on footage as you can, so you don't got to deal with me talking as much, because it's going to be a very long video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name. Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses driving 15 cars. The girls gonna